Welcome to Introduction to Business Management 111 online offered by Harper College. My name is Dr. George Mochocki. We're utilizing Blackboard Course Management System. This week we're going to be covering two chapters, Chapter 15 on distribution and Chapter 16 on promotion. Our forum is going to be tied in on Chapter 16 on promotion. Okay, real quick overview. You're doing very well. Most of you're doing the connects, you're doing the quizzes, you're doing the forums. I'm very happy with everything. Some of you have been slacking off on your posting on the forum. You've been waiting to the last minute. Your grade is going to be reflected. If you do all your posts on the last day or so, you're not going to get the full point. So you may get, instead of 20, you may get 18. With 18 is only a B versus an A. You want to always strive for that A. Okay, let's look at Chapter 15. Distribution. So what are you going to be talking about distribution? Distribution, this chapter talks about marketing intermediaries. Every time I have someone doing something for me, whether he or she's delivering the product to me, whether it's a farmer growing the product and I'm buying, every time an intermediary touches the product, there's an additional charge added to it. So if you look at a corporation like Walmart, how could Walmart maintain the lowest prices? Because they control a lot of the distribution systems. They control the intermediaries. They have the transportation where other ones have to pay for it, so they have a better handle on it. Okay, so you're going to look at different channels of distribution. The one thing out of this whole chapter, which is going to tie into your promotional chapter 16, is the 6 types of utilities. A utility, those of you who have taken economics, a utility is economic term, is added value. So we're going to look at 6 main utilities. You have form. How do I change something, eggs, into a breakfast? That's a form utility. And how much do I charge? Time utility. How quickly can I deliver the material, have it in my store, or what times are open? That's why online is 24/7. You can order whenever you want it. So time, I need it now. So how quickly could the merchandise deliver to me? The next one is place. Place is location. If you look at how far will you drive to a store, if the store is right here and the other store may have like 10% less, you're going to evaluate the drive to the second store and how much more is going to cost me. Doesn't even make sense. With the gas and my time to get something else, where I might as well just go to the store because it's the location is closer. The next one is possession utility. Possession, as consumers, especially American, we want it now. That's why charge cards became very popular, because now with possession, I could basically, if I offer a charge or something where you could take it home, you basically, you could buy it now and pay for it later. Okay, so that's for the possession. Information. The internet opened up a whole arena of information. Before I even shop or look at products, I compare my competitors, I compare the different products, I compare the different options and costs. So I'm ready to buy this. I have a lot of information. As a business, as a promotional tool, I have to have a means for my consumer, my customers, my client to be able to get all the information so they understand. And I have to understand what my competitors' information is so I can at least allow my customer to make that decision that when they're going through the decision process that we've learned earlier, to select the best product. Okay, and then service. A lot of people, they don't mind paying a little bit higher if they know that if the product breaks or they have issues with the product, they have services right there close. Someone will come in there, either bring in the product and will repair it. That's why Best Buy looks with the Geek Squad. They service what they put in. Okay, then we're going to talk about different forms of forms of non-store retailing, like the vending machine, the online. What do you need for online sites? What are some of the logistics? What are some of the channel relationship? What's a retailer? What's a wholesaler? Okay, so that's chapter 15. The next chapter is a very important chapter. This is a chapter you're going to be doing your forum, and this is also something that you're going to utilize within your business plan underneath the marketing. This chapter is promotional. So what I'm going to look at this, what's promotion? When you've taken speech, you've taken persuasive speech. A persuasive speech is marketing. How do I persuade a consumer or someone to check out my product, come to my store, or buy or utilize the product or service servicing. So you're going to tie that into your integrated marketing that we've learned in Chapter 13. You're going to have a promotional campaign. You're going to launch, how you're going to launch a direct mailing campaign. Is that the best way to send your thing? By the zip code? Remember a lot of times you go to the store and they ask you, could I have your zip code, please? No other information. You just want to know what customers are coming and from what zip code are they coming from. If I have a lot of customers coming from, let's say, the Palatine zip code, 60067, I'm going to say, hey, and I'm all the way in Lake County, and even though you're not within my geographic, but for whatever reason you work or I have a lot of customers from there, I will make sure that my direct mailing, when I send coupons, I'll send it to the 0067, the Palatine zip code, because I got people coming there in that area anyway. So it's well worth my money and investments to make sure that those customers that are either passing through are also getting the coupons and the ads as a promotion to come back to the store. You're going to look at different way to advertise. Retailers advertise one way. You have trade publications. Business to business is basically through different journals. You're going to look at online. You have Facebook, social media. All these are part of a promotional mix. Some of the bigger ones is TV, radio, newspapers. When you're doing your forum, make sure you tell me, I'm going to advertise in a newspaper. Which newspaper? The Daily Herald. I'm going to advertise in the Advertiser, or the local paper, or a church paper, or a synagogue paper, or a mosque paper that they hand out some advertisement in there, okay? Know the difference between online advertisement, infomercials. What's the difference between business to business selling? Know the difference with PR. PR, public relations, is part of promotion. When you open up a new store, it's not by chance that the mayor of that store, that the mayor of the town that the store is opening happens to be there for that. That's all arranged. Public relations, remember, public relations is not the same as advertising, because public relations is free, it's more credible, but I cannot control the message. Whoever is saying that message is in that individual's hand. So as a PR person, I make sure I inform the person who's going to be doing the PR work. I make sure I set up my campaign so it's very painless and everyone understands what I'm trying to send a message. You're going to be looking at word of mouth. The word of mouth used to be I tell somebody and they'll tell 7, 8 individuals. Word of mouth now is very, very important because of Facebook and social media, Twitter. If I do now something on Facebook, I no longer have just one person or 10 individuals. I may, through Facebook, shoot out, maybe have like 100 or 200 people that I'm spreading some. I really like George's hot dog stand. It's the best hot dog stand they had. And now all these people, he's located here because of the face media. So word of mouth is very powerful. You see a lot of companies utilizing the social networks for that, okay? So we have those two very interesting chapters. They tie in together. This is going to be, we did the SWOT before analysis. Now you're going to take this and you're going to tell me how you're going to take that campaign that you've come up with and how you're going to get to the customers, the clientele that you're going to do. Even if you open up an online component, how the individual is going to find that online site. You might have to do some mailing. Visit us online. Whenever they get a receipt or they come to the store, you look at the receipt. You always have the web address and online so we can state we're open 24/7. So anyway, the two chapters we're going to be covering today is going to be chapter 15 on distribution. Make sure you look at the 6 form utilities, and then we're going to be talking promotions, and your form is going to be on your promotion. You're going to list me 3 different promotional avenues in order, which is going to be your first one, the second. We all want to do TV. TV is very expensive, so utilize, thinking I'm opening up a business, I'm a small business, what avenue is going to be the best bang for my money and it's going to hit. So if you're going to say I'm going to hit the radio station and I'm selling Western goods, I would expect to see the radio station in the geographic area that you're going to be hitting, you're going to be country and Western. Does that kind of make sense? Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to cover the 2 chapters. We have only to connect. You have on chapter 15, 16, 20 points. You have the quizzes, 20 points. You have the forum, 20 points. That's all you're going to have is one forum this week, or 20 points. I expect you to start the forum by Tuesday. Do not wait to the end, because if you don't have a post by Tuesday, you're not going to get the full points. I'm going to start marking points, man. We've been going through this for a long time. We're at the end. I don't have to keep on repeating myself in the forums. I want to be active within the week, and we should do all right. So everyone's doing well. I hope you're working on your business plans. You should have everything put together pretty well. So when it comes time for the business plan, you're just fine-tuning it, writing it so it flows nicely in a narrative form, and before you know it, you'll have your 10, 20 pages without any problem for the business plan. All right, so my name is Dr. George Mochocki. This is Management 111, online, offered by Harper College, covering Chapter 15, Distribution, and with the 6 utility forms, Chapter 16, Promotion. You're going to pick 3 different ways, medias you're going to promote your product, either through coupons, flyers, billboards, radio station, TV stations, calling, whatever it is. So it'll be interesting to see. So I'll see you in the forum. And once again, enjoy, and I'll see you in the forum, and we'll talk about your promotional campaigns. My name is Dr. George Mochocki. Bye.